Today we're going to be starting something new, creating a new series for the channel, a new direction, and we're going to be finding ways to make money from online to side gigs, side hustles, because if you're like me, you're tired of working for somebody else. Spending all your time and energy helping somebody get rich and you're stuck paycheck to paycheck, working your ass off for little to no results. I'm on a mission to break free from that 9-to-5 grind, find something better. In this series, we're going to be exploring different side hustles, side gigs. We'll try them all out and see what works and figure out what's actually worth your guys' time and my time. I know you've seen those YouTube videos, those Instagram reels, those TikToks promising some quick cash, easy success. We're going to put all those to the test. My goal is to keep you guys informed and of course make some extra money along the way. Today we're taking a deep dive in the world of KDP, or Kindle Direct Publishing. I've always had a passion for writing. Back in high school, creative writing was one of my favorite subjects. I enjoyed writing stories and like that, talking to the class, sharing my stories with everybody. And when I did go to college, English definitely was my best subject. So when I heard about KDP, this immediately sparked interest for me. Let's be real, writing a full book might take months, years even, to even finish one full book. So instead of going straight into a full-blown novel, I'm gonna try something a little bit more manageable to get my foot in the front door and kickstart my publishing journey. While doing my research, I stumbled across a YouTuber named Sean Dalwitt. He's built an entire channel sharing how he's made 1.63 million through KDP by creating and selling ebooks online.
So I've made over $1.6 million selling simple ebooks online. And in my opinion, selling ebooks is one of the best business models to get started right now.
I'll link his channel in the description for anyone who wants to check it out. Now, let's be clear, 1.63 million is an incredible amount of money. And I'm sure it took Sean years of hard work to achieve that. But for this experiment, I'm setting a more modest goal. I want to make at least $500 in my first month. This episode is about exploring the steps, the strategies, the challenges involved in getting started with KDP. Let's see if KDP is a realistic way to make money and if it's something worth pursuing in the future. Let's talk about what we're going to make and how we're going to make it happen. So I remember when I was in elementary school, I used to create word searches for everyone in the class, and I did enjoy doing those. So for my first series of books that we're going to make, something pretty easy, something that doesn't take months or years to make, we're going to be making word searches. We're just going to be focusing on word searches alone, but the website I'm going to show you, there's going to be other ways to make other puzzle books, but just for this episode, we're going to strictly stay with word searches. But eventually we'll broaden out, make more children, more intermediate, more adult puzzles, word searches, basically from skill level from beginning to expert. And to help with this process, we'll be using a website called bookbolt.io. So here we are at BookBolt, right here, bookbolt.io. This platform simplifies the process of designing any puzzle books and makes it much easier to get started. As you come in for 20 bucks a month for the pro, you'll have that way for puzzle creation software, which is included to this, or you could do the yearly. Just do monthly for now and see what you guys like. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it. But it does come with a free 3-day trial for you guys to try out. So once you logged in, it'll take you through all the steps, all that stuff. What you're going to want to do here is go to BookBolt Studio here for you guys. Click that. And it's going to tell you to log in again, website, password, all that stuff. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a professional. I've only spent about 3 days messing around with this, creating my first book through all this. As you can see, this is my first book right here. It is finished. It's going through the KDP processing right now. I did get a copy sent to me. It'll be coming here in the next couple of days. As you can see here, this is going to be your cover. And on the right side here, you could definitely hide stuff. But when you do create something, you'll get this right here. This is the cover page, and it'll basically explain how to make it And you can go to KDP to download a template. So if you guys use Canva or anything like that, it'd be a lot easier than creating your own cover on here. And if you guys do want a more in-depth tutorial, I recommend going to Sean Dalwitt's YouTube channel. I hope I got his last name right, Dalwitt. I think that sounds right. But go to his YouTube channel. I'll put the link down in the description. He did help me out through the whole process, from dealing with the KDP system, dealing with all the book bolt system. He has several in-depth videos explaining everything for you guys. And for this series, I'll be following the strategies that he used, that he goes through his YouTube videos. Our goal is to see if this approach really does work. And if this does work, I'll continue the KDP series and see how much money we could actually make making books, puzzles, anything I can make. And we'll definitely continue it for a full year, see how much money I could truly make during that year. So I'm going to show you guys some basic stuff here. This book's already being published. This is my cover page. And the cover page really did take me a long time to design. I'm actually pretty proud of it. I really like this cover page. If you guys are going to do it, if you guys don't want to do a cover page, you guys can go to Fiverr, find somebody to make a cover page for you guys. But if not, just spend the time, make your own cover page, be creative. I know you got it in you. I definitely got it in me. So this is my first book. I have a title page here, my everyday word search, how to play. And on this page here on the right side, it'll show all the different layers for you. If you want to bring it forward, bring it backwards, hide it, lock it, just mess around with it. Took me like half a day to figure it all out. And as you see here, word search number 1, I did make 80 word searches. Scroll, if you look to the left here, you'll see all these. I just want something simple, short, small, and I think 80 was a good number. Maybe I should have done 100, but I think I'll do 100 next time, just to make the book a little bit bigger. But you gotta remember, the more pages for KDP, the more it's gonna cost in printing. So you got to keep that in mind too as well. As you can see, we got all 80 here. And we did do solutions too as well for that. And of course at the end, I have a little thank you page as well. So in this new project setting, you're going to want to do paperback, cover, and interior here, just like that. You can name it. We're going to go my second word search. And we're going to keep it at 8.5 by 11. Now 8.5 by 11 is pretty big. That is what is popular online right now. These big word searches like this, 8.5 by 11. So we're going to stick to that 8.5 by 11 theme right there. And we're going to stick with the black and white interior with the white page, just like that. And we are going to click bleed. So what bleed is, bleed in a book is the area of the page that extends past the trim line and onto the edge of the paper. As you can see, it extends way past to the edge of the paper there. And once you click the bleed option, it definitely, you'll see it in the green lines there. That's what Sean does. He does the bleed. I think everybody else does the bleed. It'll make a format for you guys that is all KDP compatible, so you don't have to worry about anything. Now for the page count here, we are going to do 100 puzzles for this, and we're going to stick with the same 4 solution puzzles for the end there. Let's bring out a calculator here. So basically 100 divided by 4, it's going to be 25 pages. So if we do 100 puzzles, we're going to want 25 pages. So 125 pages with puzzles and the solutions. What else we're going to want is an intro page and an outro page. So 25, 26, 27, 127. And you could add pages too if you don't have enough along the way, but that is a simple way to do it. So we're going to do 125 pages. We're going to create this project. And here is our project here. Brings you straight to that cover page. This cover page is something you're going to want to do last. So just forget about this now. As you can see here at the left side here, you can see all the pages that it creates. There's all a bunch of white pages here. Cool part here is this button right here, page templates. You click this, it brings you up a bunch of templates that you can create from Mindfinder. I don't know what that is. So if you guys know, I have no clue. Got some word scrabble, missing vowels. You got hangman if you want to do cryptograms, a bunch of little custom word searches here, right here. You got some mazes right over here, mazes, and you could even go into making planners, to-do lists, workout trackers. It has all this stuff for you guys right here. So what we're going to do for this is we're going to be doing some word searches, and we're going to click this word search standard. Now we're going to want 100, so we don't want to start on page 1 here. We're going to start on page 2. So basically we're going to select from 2, click OK, and we're going to go to 101. And we're going to continue to options. This is where you could customize everything here. As the first line up here, words per puzzle, 20, diagonal words, reverse words. My first word search puzzles, I don't think we're going to add the reverse words. I think that's more of an expert level, advanced level for word searches. I want to get this more for kids, teens, but make it adult friendly as well so everybody can do them. I know the reverse words might be a little bit too complicated for children, so we're not going to click that. In the future, we'll have more advanced ones there. But puzzles per page, 1 right here. If you do want more, you could have 2, 4, but we're going to stick with 1, make it big, right straight in the middle, right there. It's subjective here, whatever font you want. I like the Courier Prime, make the bold. That's the letters. I want the letters bold. And a default 50 cell. And you could just mess with this. Basically, I recommend is making 1 at a time, but let's do 1 at a time for you guys. And you can mess with the colors here too. Keep it black. You could change the colors. You could do red, whatever you guys want, but I recommend just doing the black and white, simple, all that stuff. And for the clues here, I don't recommend doing bold. You could do different fonts, do different length. I just carried it over the Courier Prime, but regular there as well. And we did center. And you could do clue, you could do no clues, you could do columns, you could do lines there. And of course, you're going to want to capitalize the letters. There's buttons for you there as well. And for the solution page, so once you create the puzzle here, what I recommend is after all puzzle pages right here, it will put that solution page right at the end. And since I'm only doing 1, we'll just do 1. But when you're doing multiple at a time, and you do want that 4, you could do the 4 solutions on 1 page. But we'll just do 1 right now. And this right here would be the basically the highlighted solutions. It could be highlighted, it could be outlined, whatever you want. You can mess with it, figure out what is best for you. Let's try cells. I don't know what this one is. Let's try this one out. The solution page, I don't think you really need the clues. If you want to add the clues, you can, but I don't think it's necessary. But it's your book. You can do whatever you want. And title, we'll just do custom right now. Puzzle number. You can do font, different fonts. What I learned with the title, this doesn't really matter that much. It's basically just keeps the number of the puzzle. But when you're going to want to edit it, you're probably going to delete this, make your own, all that stuff. But you can edit this to however you want. So if you want your custom words, you could do upload your own CSV file. If not, you can do random words, whatever you want. We're going to do our own CSV file here. Now, if we go to our spreadsheet, which I recommend Google Sheets, is perfectly fine. It works. So what you're going to want to do is create 20 words here in that column A right here. And I already have them typed out here, so I'm just going to copy paste. But you can create your own words, whatever you want. Make themes out of them. It's probably the best bet there. If you're having a tough time, maybe ChatGPT it, do something like that. Help you create some words. As we drive, and we're going to file, we're going to download, and we're going to click comma separated values here. We're going to download that just like that. And I have uploaded the test. And we're going to click continue to solution page, creates the puzzle and creates that solution. If there's more puzzles, it'll be puzzle, 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 puzzle until you're done. And then it'll go solution, solution, solution. We're just doing run right now and we're going to submit that. And here you go. Shows up on page 2, the one we selected. The one we selected, your puzzle and your solution. And as you can see, this right here, I don't know what this is. This must be the cell. So I don't like this. So what we're gonna do is just undo all this. We're just gonna delete, save, go back to here, just delete it. So I didn't like that. Go on to a different one. Go back here, page 2, go back to cells here, solutions. Now let's try rectangle outline. There we go. So I redid it. We did a rectangle outline for the solution and it will show up just like this. I recommend don't do the cells. That was just an experiment there, seeing what it really is. I know you guys are gonna do the same thing, experiment, see what we truly like. Took all those words from that CSV file and put them right down there for you. Keep it like this. I don't recommend keeping it like this. I recommend editing the page, make it your own. So we could upload stuff, but it does have Pixabay, Splash, so we go Pixabay, click banner maybe, like that, and we maybe have a banner out here, like something like that, and we could make it center, keep it in, and we could also select the whole thing, and I recommend just doing this, make it a little bit smaller, maybe 3.5 out of 7. I don't like that at all, not at all. Maybe 4, 6. That's with that. You could do that. You could stretch it however you want to do that. And I'm not going to go full in depth of this. I'm just showing you basics here. If you click here, use Pixabay, Unsplash, whatever you want. You could upload your own. If you use Canva, anything like that, any free website, upload all your stuff here, and you can put it in here. Just basically you want to customize it your own. Another thing I want to show you guys is you're going to want to edit the contents. This separates everything. So if you want to select the puzzle, if you want to select the word search here, it selects the word search or the clues. So you can do that. You can move this, you can move that, and you could move that. And you can select, let me select the puzzle, and you can do that. Now that's behind the banner there. So what you could do is take it out of the puzzle, move it all the way to the top there, bam, right in front. And you can mess with that and go in here. You can change the font, the size, the color. You could also add your own shapes right here. Do any shapes you want, just like that. You can add your text. You could add textures if you want to the page, if you want to do some textures. But another thing that's going to help you guys is the clone feature. Now, I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but to select multiple, but we're just going to do one. I will clone this banner to multiple pages here. So how are you going to do that? Hit this sheep icon, and you're going to want to clone to other pages. If you want to do it to all the pages here, you could select from, let's say, 4 to 60 here, and it will clone it to all these pages. So 4 to 60. And you hit clone, bam, give it a sec. And as you can see on the left here, it cloned that banner to all the pages. So that's just an easy way for you guys to make it quicker, make everything even. So once you're all done with your book, you're going to want to go to download here. You're going to want to go download current project, and you want to go to printed books. If you're creating an ebook, you click this one. If you're going to printed books, you're going to want to click this. So you select that. It will create a zip folder for you. It will have the PDFs of your cover page and your manuscript in there. So that's a quick tutorial of the book bolt right there for you guys. I know I'm no expert. You can find some other videos explaining more in depth on YouTube. Sean Dalwitt is definitely really good at doing this. You can find other ones, but we're just going to stick to Sean and what he does and try to make money off of his strategy. I know I don't know a bunch. I don't know a lot. I've only been messing with it for about 3 days. We're just kind of going off what Sean does, and I'm basically just experimenting on my own, just going through everything here, and I'm sure you guys are going to want to do that. But I just gave you the basics there. If you want more in-depth tutorials, I mean, like I said, going to Sean or other YouTubers, you definitely find it on YouTube. Just search KDP and there'll be a whole list of them. But now we are going on to the KDP Kindle Direct Publishing section. This is going to be definitely a little bit shorter than the book bolt. I know book bolt is huge. I could spend hours creating, talking about that, but let us get on to the KDP section of this. All right, for the KDP section tutorial of this video, I've been going back and forth with KDP through email. I've been fixing my mistakes, and every time I make a video, I think I'm right, I'm wrong. So hopefully this is the last time of recording this, just so I get everything right for you guys. In the meantime, while I was waiting, I did create another book, and we're just gonna publish that book through KDP right now, so you guys could see the full way of uploading your book that you guys create from start to finish. So first step is go to the KDP website. Just Google KDP, literally the first one right here. It's Kindle Direct Publishing. So you want to click that. And once you click that, it's going to bring you to a login area. I believe it's connected to your Amazon account. So if you already have an Amazon account, You basically just log in through your Amazon account. If not, it'll probably tell you just create one. And once you're all done with that, it'll take you to this page. Now, once you're on this page, there'll be a prompt that says that you need to fix your tax information and your bank account information to get all the royalties from your books. I've already done all this, so that will pop up for you guys, but you won't see it here. And as you can see, I already put my book in, my first book in for review. I did it January 21st. It is the 25th. Like I said, I'm going back and forth between Kindle with the publishing. I did do some things wrong. So the first mistake I did was when you get in, when you create your book, you have an option to create low content books or just non-generally low content books. Now, I thought puzzle books, word searches were going to be low content. That's what I just assumed. So I clicked that, and word searches, anything like that, is not. So if you guys are going to do word searches like me, your book is not going to be low content. Don't make that mistake. And I will explain that once we get in. There's a box that you have to check, and just don't check the box. So, and another mistake I made was I was trying to make a series, and because of my first mistake, I thought it was low content. I tried to make a series from my book that was low content, and it got blocked. So I'm gonna have to contact Kindle, try to get my series fixed, everything. But everything should be fixed. I just got to fix that part. And once it's all published, I'm gonna contact them. What we're gonna do is create a new book. All right, so this is my second book that I created. While I was waiting, I was doing some editing and going back and forth between Kindle. I mean, it takes a while for them to respond. I just decided to create another one. I kind of want to do 2 books a week at least. That's the goal, so I could hit that 8 books for the month. And I created this one. It's pretty. I think it's pretty good. I did a seasons word search. It's basically the same thing, kind of, but I added some more flair and pizzazz. It's kind of the same from my last book, but I added like the templates and just made it a little bit more. That is the second book I have, and we're going to use this book to create a book through KDP. So once you have the book completely done, completely finished, you're going to want to hit create. Once you create, if you're not doing word searches or anything like that, you can do ebooks, you can do hardcovers. I will eventually get into hardcovers. Hardcover is basically the same thing as paperback, but the cover difference is going to be totally different. And I don't know how to do that yet. I'm just working with paperback right now, and we'll eventually get there. So we're going to have to create paperback. So there's going to be 3 sections for publishing your own book here. We got the paperback details, the paperback content, and the paperback rights and pricing. And this is going to be definitely different for each of those topics: ebook, hardback, all that stuff. But we're just sticking with the paperback here. So first step, language, whatever language you speak, select that. English, of course. All right. So for book title, we're kind of gonna make a series out of this for my word searches. So we're just gonna keep the same as my first book. We're gonna do the everyday word search, and we're gonna do just put seasons under that. Seasons. There we go. And for subtitle, I already have something written down for you guys, just to make things go a little bit quicker. We're going to put this: a year of puzzles, word searches inspired by spring, summer, fall, and winter. And I actually want to put volume 2 here, because this is going to be my second book. I'm trying to go in order. I just want to make sure people know that this is the second book of my series. And I will add to series later once I get the series up and running. But for right now, we're just going to skip that. Edition number is optional. Basically, if you're going to like rewrite or re-edit your book, it basically just tells the readers whether a book is original or an updated version. That's really it. I did one for the first one. I don't think I'm going to do anything this time. I don't think it really matters for any of that. Now for author, just put your name, whatever you want, pen name, your real name. I'm going to go with Daniel Does. That is my name. Contributors, if you have any other authors who contributed to the book, you can put it right here. If you're creating word searches, I don't think you're going to need it, but if there are other people, you're going to want to put that. So now for the description part, you're going to want to put a description here. I already have something written up. Pretty easy. I just copy paste. You could write it up here. I do it in Word, so copy paste it, comes out perfect there, all that stuff. All right, so for publishing rights, there's two options here. First one, you're probably just going to click, I own the copyright and I hold necessary publishing rights. So click the first one there. It's going to be 99% of you probably going to be clicking this one right here. Primary audience, sexually explicit images or title. I'm making more of a kids book genre. It's not going to be anything I'm going to be creating unless I do create an adult themed word search. But probably not. That's probably not going to happen. So click no. And for reading age, you could set the ages that the book is for. I was reading on the KDP categories here, and we got right here for categories like teens and adults, the age groups that they belong to. So if you really want to specify what age group, what child category, what teen and adult category, it gives you those. Mine's definitely for children, teens, and for adults. Mine's basically for everybody. So I'm probably just going to leave it blank. If you guys did something different, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll experiment future books and see if it actually does make a difference or anything like that. But it does say optional, so we're just going to leave it blank. Primary marketplace, Amazon.com. I'm in United States, so I'm just going to keep it Amazon.com. If you're somewhere else, you definitely want to change that. Now for categories here. You're going to have to choose 3 categories that you want your book to be in. And you're going to have to look around for what you want for your book. But for word searches, it definitely took me quite a bit to figure out where exactly I want to put my book. So if you guys are doing word searches like me, I will tell you what I did and where to go. So for the first category, you're going to want to do humor and entertainment. And for the subcategory, you're going to want to go to puzzles and games. You can select the third one, but it's not going to matter because your 3 check marks are going to be right here. You're going to go word search, word games, and puzzles. Bam. There's 3 out of 3 categories. Placement selected right there, and he's going to save those. Now for the next part, and this is where I messed up, explained earlier. Does your book classify as any of these types? Choose all that apply. So low content book, journals, notebooks, planners. This is where I messed up completely. I thought from the beginning it's going to be a low content book, but apparently word searches are not. So if you're doing word searches or anything like that, you do not need to click that. So novels, nonfiction, puzzles, coloring books, photography, sheet music, manuals, textbooks, children's books are all under not generally low content. For low content, it's going to be notebooks, planners, diaries, journals, prompt journals, log books, coupon books, scorecard templates, crafting templates, and blank sheet music. So that was a mistake I did. Kind of want to go through that for you guys. So if you guys don't know what that means, now you guys know. So learn from my mistakes. So we're not going to click this, but we are going to click large print books. So anything that's more than 16-point font size or greater is large print. A lot of my words are basically like 72, 78, all around there. So large print, and my book's pretty large, 8.5 by 11. So we're going to click the large print book there. All right, so for keywords, you could choose up to 7 there. It does say optional, but you probably should put some keywords. This is people what they're going to search. It's going to help the algorithm. So we're just going to put some 7 keywords here. It could be phrases, words, whatever you want. I put the 7 keywords here. Got some phrases going on. Just create 7 keywords here and put them in for you. Now for publication date and release date. If you're creating your first book, these 2 are going to be grayed out. You won't be able to select them, but since I already created my first book and this is my second one, You could mess around with these, you could schedule it. I'm just going to keep it just default here, the ones that I already selected, not even going to worry about it. After that, just going to click save and continue. For the second part of this, the paperback content, we're going to start with the ISBN for your book. If you're doing low content, you're not going to have this. They're not going to assign you one or anything like that. But since I am not low content, all I have to do is click assign ISBN. It's going to assign me a free KDP ISBN to publish for my book, and you just click that and boom, created one for me just like that. Don't need to do anything else. If you have your own, you could also add your number there if you want to do that. Print options, I'm just going to go with the defaults here, black and white interior with white paper. Now our trim size of our book is not going to be the standard here. It's going to be 8.5 by 11, so just find your size, put it in. If it's not in there, definitely you could select it through the bottom there. And my book is bleed, so click the bleed option. And for paperback, the cover finish, this is subjective. You could have matte, glossy. I think a lot of people do matte, but I do like the glossy look. Makes it pop a little bit more. So I think I'm going to go glossy. I like glossy. All right, for the manuscript, I'm going to upload the manuscript. So just be patient and it'll eventually be uploading. As you can see, got the green check mark here, processing my file, my manuscript, and let's go on to the book cover. So once you've uploaded your cover, so for this part, does your cover include a barcode? Probably 95% of you are not going to have a barcode, so you don't need to worry about this. AI generated content. If you used any AI generated content at all throughout your book, you're going to want to click yes. If not, click no. I did use a little bit of ChatGPT, helped me with the words. So we're going to use ChatGPT, just like that. And all the other stuff I did on my own right there. So none, and I just used a little bit of help with the ChatGPT. And once this is all done, you're going to hit the launch previewer. Now this does take about 5 to 10 minutes. I guess depending on the internet, all that stuff. So I would just go get a drink, go get some snacks or anything like that, come back, and it should be all set up for you. So with the power of editing, I will be back here right now. Okay, you're going to want to make sure everything is correct with your book. You're going to want to read everything that you wrote, everything that you made, make sure everything is perfect. So I'm going to click through this, make sure everything's right. So I went through it, just did a little glance, making sure everything is perfect, and we are going to approve that. All right, so once you approved your book, it's going to bring it back here. Just scroll all the way down, you can see everything's upload successfully. It's going to give you the summary right here, your printing cost of the book, and then you're going to click save and continue to go to the final step of creating your book. Paperback rights and pricing. If you want to go all territories, click all territories. If you want to select your territories, select them. I'm going to go all territories. I'm going to go worldwide. Probably the best bet for you guys. So this is where you put in your price here. So let's see what $8.99 for this book is. Printing is going to be $3.16, and I'm going to get $2.24 per book I sell. So I think that's fine. Going to keep it the same price as the first book. Definitely more for your book for the second book than my first book. Maybe I'll mess with the pricing later. And expanded distribution just gives large distributors may add your book to their catalog. And if you want to see all the prices for each of the countries here, they have them all right there. Now for terms and conditions, it tells you it takes 72 hours. Of course, I'm going to request proof so I get that book sent to my house. And when you request your proof, just click how many you want, order up to 5 copies. And as you can see right here, total cost $3.16. That was how much the printing cost is. So they just charge you a complete printing cost and they'll send you one straight to you. And they will email you, and it's going to go straight to your Amazon cart, and you just go there, click the link, go to your cart, check out, and they'll send it to you in 2 to 3 days for you guys, depending on where you live. All right, so after you requested your proof of your book, and you're going to publish your paperback book, just click that, and there we go. So your book will be checked against KDP guidelines. It can take up to 72 hours, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes 10 business days for low content books. So as you can see on your bookshelf here, once you've created multiple ones, it's my first one, it's my second one, and I'm just going to keep adding to it. At least do 2 a week. But for now, these are the 2 I have for you guys. We'll definitely be doing an update video in about a month when I have more books ready, more books created, see if I made anything. We'll go more in depth about that. Probably go more in depth about marketing. I'm going to do more research about how to market the books. I'm going to help you guys with that as well. So stay tuned for in about a month. stay tuned for another video. So my goal for this month is at least 8 word searches I'm gonna create this month. And if I don't, I'll let you guys know what I realistically made and what I actually, if I made any money doing it. And as Sean Dalwitt mentioned in one of his videos, the more books you have, the more success you're gonna have. It's gonna be a numbers game. Once you start to get things rolling, it's gonna start snowballing. Hopefully, that's what he says. We'll see what happens, because I think this could be a really good way to make some passive income. I think it took me about 20 hours. Yeah, about 20 hours to make my first book, but that's just me figuring out the system, figuring out how to work BookBolt, figuring out how the KDP works, all that stuff. It took me about 20 hours to create that first word search. And I will put Sean's YouTube channel in the description down below if you guys want to check out his videos. His are way more educational than mine are. I'm just a basic Andy over here, just trying my best. And I will leave an affiliate link for BookBolt down below. I'll give you a code there. It gives you a coupon code. It'll help you get a little bit of a discount if you sign up for that. And it does, I get a little bit of kickback from that. Helps me out, helps you guys out, save money, makes me a little bit extra. So please go to the description, click the link. If you guys are gonna create your own book, it will help you guys out. I hope this video gave you guys some insight, or maybe even motivated you to create your own book. If you guys have already tried this, please let me know in the comments below what you guys created, what you guys made, how successful it is for you guys. What was your experience with KDP? And are there any other platforms you guys use to publish your books on instead of KDP? And maybe we'll give those a shot. All right, I just got the book in the mail here. As you can see, it's pretty big book compared to my head. Pretty big, 8.5 by 11. As you see, it's got that line here. It's the proof version. And it came out pretty good. It did come out pretty good. I like it a lot. Pretty proud of myself. Pretty happy with it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed my content, please remember, hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Leave some comments down below. If you have any questions, I'll answer any questions you guys have. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.